Guys, share another video. Today, guys, we're going through and breaking down the deck I took to locals the other day. I just had a chance to film the video, but this is the video I went to locals. The first time I've been to one in like 10 years. It was like a 45-minute drive. Me and my friend Chris went. Luna, watch out, girl. She's always trying to get in the videos. But that being said, guys, we'll go ahead and dive in. This is not an official what I would do for this version, but I threw it together right before because we didn't know if they were going to do like an actual tournament type thing, or type. You know, if they were just like the time was set to come up and kind of chill and play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I just kind of threw this deck together in what, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. So just kind of keep that in mind. We'll go over some things I liked and some things maybe that I would change or things like that in my experience. So yeah, we're going through and breaking down the Tearlaments, guys. Some of you guys have been wanting to do an updated profile for a while. So this will be kind of an introduction to it. And then I'll go through and do some of the official changes later on, next month. Still been preparing for the YCS coming up here in a few weeks. So we'll go through here, guys. I did just for you guys who are curious about how I did in the overall event. So that was 4 matches total. I won 2, lost 2. I played, what was it, Dragon Link, Bisted, Despia, Crystal Beast, and then surprisingly, my last match was against my own deck, Scareclaw Kashtira. So that was a very interesting battle. So I'll go over more about that later on. But those are my matchups, guys. I lost. The only ones I lost, every game I went into Game 3. So I was able to pull through in Game 3 and all the others, but those 2 I lost I couldn't pull through in the Crystal Beast. Other than the Despia, not Despia, the Dragon Link Beast. That was the only one that I went 0 and 2. That was the only one that I lost. That deck has such a huge advantage against this one. So, and I bricked too. That was one of the few only games that I actually bricked. So we're just playing, pretty much through everything except the 2 Rhino Heart guys. I still feel like he's only needed it 2, especially in this particular version. You really don't need a third one in my opinion, because usually if you want to normal summon one, right, you want to either normal summon the Merly, or you're going to want to summon like one of your Lightsworns, right, like Raiden or maybe Lumina. Those are like the 3 cards that you usually want to normal summon. He's kind of like a backup normal summon, right? If you don't see the others, he would be, kind of honorary backup, essentially. But you're playing, kind of maxing out pretty much all the tiers except for Rhino Heart. So that's what we're doing there. For the Lightsworn package, we're playing 3 Raiden, 3 Wolf, 3 Lumina, Lila, Minerva, and we're playing 2 good old Judgment Dragons. So the reason I went with this as far as the package, right? The Raidens are obvious. The Wolves are kind of obvious. I like playing at 3 guys. I saw Wolf a lot. I was able to resolve. A lot of times I either special summoned once at one time, or sometimes I was hitting 2 at once. So we're able to spam out the board very quick. Use that for link plays, and a lot of it going into exceed plays. With the Wolf as a very good extender. So he did a really good job as an extender. Loved having it at 3. I wouldn't change it. Same with the Lumina. I think I only tried to use Lumina once, and she got negated, if I call right. Maybe twice at most. But she rarely came up. I saw her a little bit, but if I resolved her, I maybe resolved her once out of the 4 matches I played. But Lila, right, to get rid of back row and stuff like that, just to make sure we have something in. We also need another Lightsworn because we're running the judges, right? So we want to make sure we have 4 different ones. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 there, plus the Minerva. Run like 1 judge in this. I like seeing 2 because, right, you can trigger your tier effects and plus blow up the board, so it's very easy for you to just blow up the board. I actually did this in one of the games. The dude didn't notice it today. He's like, "Oh crap!" I blew up the board with Judge. I think I had Judge, Yugioh Heart. Was it Dracoff? I think it was Dracoff Stapelia. It was Dracoff Stapelia, or I went into another Kitkalos. It was one of the. I think it was Dracoff Stapelia. So basically, I swarmed the board, blew up the board, brought back the Yugioh Heart by his effect, used the other tiers that I destroyed, basically infusioned into, I think it was Dracoff Stapelia, or it was Kitkalos, but I think it was Dracoff Stapelia, and then just attack for game. So it's very good, kind of that aspect, very quickly to swarm and to kind of take over real quickly. I'm running Winda, guys, so I am running 2 Beast. I really like seeing 2 Beast, and I think I did this in the original profile that we did with this deck as well, running 2 Beasts, because you see it more often, so you can play Winda. I played Winda, I think, 3? I think it was 3 different times out of all the matches. I would say at least 3, if not maybe 4. But I played Winda quite a lot, which she did help out a good bit as well. Still just the one Star Liege Dragon. It's kind of hard to, there we go. only one of him, guys. I am running the one diviner. I actually was able to resolve this. Well, actually, in one of my games, I only got diviner used to use elf, and then diviner play once. I'm running, so for the new package, because some of you guys wanted to see me use these guys, and I feel like these are the right numbers. The only thing that I would change is maybe put Medora down to 2. I like the Kelbeck obviously needs to stay at 3. Yugioh, I definitely like it at 2. I don't think I would put it to 3. If anything, I would probably cut this and just leave them both at a 2 of. Just so you, right, because we want to see more of our spell cards. That was some issues. I saw a lot of the monster cards, and I ended up seeing a lot of these in my hand more than I would have liked. So I would probably cut this when I do the final version for you guys next month. I more than likely will cut this one out and probably just use the ratio that you see in front, because I felt like that after playing the deck, I feel like that's the best way, or at least for the version that I'm running specifically. And playing it, I feel like that's the best way to do it. Alright, so now we're on to spell and trap cards. So that's monsters, guys. We're playing a crap load of monsters. I only have 2 of the field spell guys, so I'm only running 2 of them because that's all I have is 2. If I had a third one, obviously I would play the third one. I'm only running the 1 Scream. If probably what we take out for the Medora, probably put in a 2nd Scream, just so it's a little even more easier to mill. So we probably would bump this up to 2 and side it out for, let's say side out, take it out for that Medora, so we'd bump that probably to 2. Just the standard, right, standard instant fusion. I love using Reason. I don't see too many people using that. I love this, because if they end up calling, right, most people end up calling 4 and you'll end up hitting it, which will just trigger your Tears effects. So I'm surprised more people aren't playing Reasoning, to be honest. The standard Foolish, because Foolish is really good, right, we can change so many things. We can use it for the Tears. We can use it for the Lightsworn we need, or the Judgment we need. Like this, there's so many different ways you can use this in the deck. It's ridiculous, even more than normal. So basically, you're just hitting whatever you need at that specific moment. In the standard 2 Tactics Talons, guys, I felt like choose the right one for the deck. And then I resolved these quite a bit. Solo Recharge. Sometimes I resolved 2 of them in 1 turn. And Charge the Light Brigade, just standard 3, nothing too fancy, right? We just want to be able to add whatever Lightsworn need, usually Raiden, or depending on what you need, maybe Minerva, so you can, just when you discard it, you're going to mill an extra card. And just the standard traps, guys, the 1 Crime and 1 Sulic. If we get more support, guys, I'll try and do more locals, videos and stuff like that. Eventually, go there, start filming and do like vlogs and stuff like that. Alright, so on to the extra deck. So we've got the standard 2 Kikalos, Rokalos, and the Yugioh Heart. I feel like it's the ratio for these guys. You don't need a second one of him. You don't need a second one of her. You do need 2 of her. It did come up in, I think it was like 2 of my matches where 1 was already engraved. So if I didn't have it, and I don't think I had anything else, because I didn't have any of the fusions, I don't think, in graveyard. And of course, we're running the Dracov spell we were just talking about, and just the 1 Winda, guys. Beast was so good, man. It come up, I can't remember if I mentioned earlier, I kept drawing so much off of it because it kept getting sent, so I just kept getting the extra draw off it. So it was just kind of an extra insult to injury play. Of course, the Abyss Dweller and the 1 Minerva. Minerva came up as well, too. I played her at least in 2 or 3 of my matches. 2 Synchros were playing Michael. I did play Michael. I think I played Michael twice. And I was able to use his effect to pay 1,000 to banish. So that actually did help out a lot, having Michael in here. So he's always a good backup card. Plus, you can help gain life points as well, too. So if you happen to a time aspect, you can just return all your Lightsworns and gain that life points for, a time kind of advantage. It also kind of works in that effect as well if needed. Nothing left but the Link monsters, guys. So we're playing Elf, Hip, right? Because we blow up with Hip. On the field, you can add back another Judgment. So if you have another Judgment in the graveyard, or one of your Lightsworns, or anything else that's light in the deck, you can add it from your graveyard to hand. So that helps out a lot. IP as well. And then good old Underworld Goddess. That's basically how I beat the dude that I played with the Scareclaw Cashier deck. Was really just, I brought an Underworld Goddess twice back-to-back turns. I just spammed the board, and Underworld Goddess off Tryhard off the board, because that was the only thing in the deck I had rid of. I was originally going to put Arvor Maxer in here. If I could try and find the room to cut something, I would put in an Arvor Maxer, because that would have helped out a lot, especially in that matchup and some of the others as well. The only thing we may could cut Gorilla, but I like playing it because of the extra draw. But I technically could get rid of that. It's not the end of the world. And play Arvor Maxer. Or if we didn't want to do the Winda combo no more, we could get rid of Winda. So we could kind of do either or. But that's the deck that I play, guys. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Or if you'd like to see me do more local videos, like I said, we'll try and do that. as much as possible because it's a good bit drive there and back. We were pretty much there all day. We left at 2 and came back home. I think it was what, about 10 o'clock. So we were gone for about 8 hours. But that'll do it for this one, guys. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you in the next one.